Hey, okay, so first of all, sorry about the lighting. It may turn dark and everything. There's nothing I can do about it. So, while I've been working, and I've been working a lot, something came to my attention. Now, this year alone, there has been so much deception on YouTube. I mean, there's quite a few people that I follow and quite a few people that I watch that keep up with the news and everything surrounding a lot of other YouTubers and this whole thing with just like lying to your subscribers and then having to turn around and apologize, but your apology isn't genuine, it's another lie, and it's like, what's going on? Like today I was alerted about somebody that I follow. I started following them because they came back. And I was really happy for them that they came back because I remembered when they decided to take a break. And I was realizing that something was off. And it occurred to me that everything about them coming back was fake. And I'm like, that's disappointing. Very, very disappointing that they would do that. Because, it's really frustrating. Um, I because of the fact that there was another person involved, and and I don't think that that person was part of the fake, but because that just doesn't seem a part of their makeup and everything. But I don't get because in 2019 alone, I have seen people faking pregnancies and then having to justify that with another lie, an obvious lie, and then there's just like the makeup community alone is just imploding on itself, and it's like, what is happening? I mean, I see where where the drama channels, which I call the journalist channels because that's what they are. They're journalists. They're giving the news, and they're updating, and so when they're talking about what is happening within the communities in YouTube, and it's just like this person is having to explain away their lie. But why did they lie in the first place? Why are they lying to their subscribers? Their subscribers are upset. And it's just like, you shouldn't have lied in the first place. Well, now there's this person who has been, and I think what really, really bothers me are the people that are taking advantage of certain communities, like the mental health communities, or the people that are self-harm and that kind of thing. Like I was part of the self-harm, and I did for a while, and I don't talk about it very much, but I do talk about it when I have helped people out of that situation by talking about it, and because there are people who, by talking to other people who have come out of it, and if that makes sense, and so the fact that I can help others by talking about is it means a lot. So, but anyway, the fact that there are people who take advantage by lying just really angers me. But and also with my mental condition and everything, it really angers me also that there are people who take advantage of the mental health community, and just the fact that you lie in general to people and lie to your subscribers is just, they're the reason that you're there. And I don't get that. why do people do that? I don't understand the manipulation and everything else. And then when you're caught and you think you can justify that by lying some more, you know, others, other YouTubers and your subscribers are not stupid. So it's not worth it. And I've said it to others that I follow, when they bring this up. I've said, can we just go back to the content like the Numa Numa guy? And the take the hobbits to Isengard? Can we do stuff like that again instead of this toxic behavior? It's just ridiculous. I see some of the stuff that people do, and it's like, I'm just gonna watch Take the Hobbits to Isengard. That parody off of my milkshake. That's my MySpace. I know MySpace is dead, but that still makes me laugh. That someone took the time to do that. And and then there's that cat. I'm a kitty cat. And my brother remembers. I didn't know that it was, but he says that it was like a Flash player thing, and then it was switched over onto YouTube, which I did not know. But yeah, Numa Numa guy and those, and then of course, all those. Non-cat, or the Pop-Tart cat, which is what I knew it as, came a little bit later. I started college when that popped up, and so I remember a couple of my college classmates showing me that, and I'm like, okay. That's weird. Oh gosh. But the backstabbing and the lying and all of this other stuff, and taking advantage and manipulating, I don't understand that. I don't. That's not, no, because you're gonna get caught eventually. It's not worth it. And so I don't understand why you would even, I mean, this idea that we live in a digital age, there's no paper trail. No, there's a digital trail now. I can't believe that has to be explained. Oh my heavens. And I actually had to explain to someone that even if you delete something, it can be brought up. The like, especially if you're caught and somebody decides to take legal action against you, the authorities have a way of dredging up. They didn't believe that, and it's like, you need to start watching things like forensic files and that kind of thing. So, but nobody wants to believe that stuff. They really don't believe that can be. I don't understand that. So, and so, and I think this, because I watched somebody that I enjoy his content. I really do. But something very serious has happened, and he made a point that was true. And these bullies just went after him. I mean, they just went full blown nuts on him for a week. But what he stated was very true about the situation. And they just would not let up. I mean, they were accusing him of everything under the sun, and it was like, no, because he said something that you didn't want to hear, you're going after him. Well, now something else has happened that pretty much rang true to what he said. That's a totally different incident. And oh my gosh, now all of a sudden they're quieting down, but they don't want to apologize because they were never wrong. And I don't understand where this behavior comes from. And it's just like, oh my gosh, can we go back to making those bad slideshows? Back to the bad slideshows. I think the most odd behavior that we ever had was when Chris Crocker went nuts and told everyone to leave Britney alone. That's the biggest thing that I can remember. And on YouTube, and yeah, I don't remember anything else ever happening between. Yeah, it started in 2005 because it opened up in 2005 and 2009. Because about 2009, 2010 is when I stepped away for college. So every once in a while I would come on and watch a music video here and there, but other than that. So yeah, I don't know of anything else actually happening. And but yeah, that was the big thing. Other than that, we had like Take the Hobbits to Isengard, and we would make all those slideshows and everything to music. And yeah, those that I still have a few. I can't bring myself to take those down. I really can't. I figure if they disappear, it's because YouTube said get rid of them. And so yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I don't know why YouTubers act like that. Why they feel the need to deceive and treat other YouTubers with respect. I mean, with disrespect, and just when they're caught, they try to justify their actions with more lies. It makes absolutely no sense. I mean, I'm an open book. I've told you guys everything. There are certain things that I'm not comfortable with talking about, and I think I've made that clear. You know, there are some things that have happened in my life, and I'm not ready to open that book yet. But you pretty much know about what I've done with my life when I say that people come to me and they're like, you know that you're a role model. I don't know how that happened. But there's nothing that I hold back from you guys. So there's really nothing that someone can come at me with. And but anyway, so I just, yeah, I was really disappointed today, and I just wanted to kind of bring that up, bring that out in the open. I just, because 2019 has been just a massive train wreck of drama, and I would like to go back to when it was just Take the Hobbits to Isengard, the Numa Numa guy. I wonder if the animation is still up. There was an animation, before I close up here, there was an animation where, because American Idol was very big in the early 2000s, and because it was just starting, it was like in 1999, I think it started. So, of course, it was taking off, and there was an animation made, and it showed where Numa Numa guy was on Dancing with the Stars. I mean, not Dancing with the Stars, but American Idol. Sorry, got it mixed up. But I wonder if that's still on. I'm gonna go check that out and see if I can find it. I will put it in the description. See, I'm sure you guys will watch and be like, "This isn't funny." Oh, we thought it was hilarious. But we need to go back to that kind of content. There was also one, and I know I'm going to make this a little bit longer, but there was also one where before the Chipmunk movies came out and before people were making everything like the Chipmunk style singing and everything, there was a guy that made him singing Bohemian Rhapsody, and he like did the first part, but then the second part showed where he and his friend were beating each other with those swimming noodles. Yeah, the foam noodles. So the first part you saw him in front of his computer and just singing the Bohemian Rhapsody, is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? And so you just saw him staring at you singing that. And then the next part, it was like a glitchy video of him and his friend beating each other with those foam noodles. And that's what we had. It was so goofy, and it was along the same lines of the Star Wars kid, and just crazy. And we would reenact commercials, the infomercial type things. That was kind of a challenge that we had, was recreating the infomercials and everything, because that popped up quite a bit. And but anyway, why can't we go back to stuff like that? Just it it was the innocent time instead of all these lies and deception, because everyone's so angry because they're being lied to. So, but anyway, that was just something that came to mind, and I thought I'd talk about it.